With millions watching and many people benefiting from this program called Indisputable, we just need 1% of the viewers to become a paid member so we can continue to bring this content to you. Now back to the show.
A woman's church group invading a restaurant. This may be petty, Mayor, and I'm going to give you the floor, but one of the things that really triggered me when I looked at this footage was, number one, even if the phone rings and I've just sat down to eat, I don't want to be bothered. It hurts me. But I particularly don't want anybody breathing over my food. I don't want anybody breathing over my food. And that's what initially jumped out at me. I guess we could say, Mayor, they're spreading the word. Well, I'm not going to comment on whether they were on key or not, but your thoughts on this one, Mayor, and perhaps it'll differ from mine.
They weren't spreading the word because they weren't saying any words. It was just I. And I don't know what's going on. If I was at that table, I would have lost my damn mind. This was the remake of Exorcist. I don't know what we just watched, but this was not a church group. This is torture. What would we have said if a group of Muslim women would have walked in there and start singing the Quran in its very poetic way and recite the Quran? This is these people screaming that everybody's trying to force their way of life on people, and all they're doing are projecting. It is them that are forcing their religion and their religious belief, even though they don't believe in themselves, on other people. It is absolutely ridiculous to say that this is God's work. You're not doing God's work by going to this restaurant, dropping your saliva on people's romaine lettuce. Get your ass out of my Caesar salad.
Thank you.
That's what I would have told them.
I knew it. So we do agree. Okay. And you're right to use the word torture. Okay. Torture. Next stop, Guantanamo Bay. They've got to listen. If you guys want to go somewhere in somebody's basement and whatever it was, do it. But the mayor's right. Not near my Caesar salad. Okay. I'll take it with some anchovies, but I want to blend it up and stuff. But I don't want you breathing over my food or, as the mayor notes, trying to push your way of life on me, whatever that is. Okay. Don't do it. You're not welcome here. Okay. We wish you well, but I don't know why we have to interact in this way. It's forced interaction. And nah. That's what it's called. What in the red state hell? Go ahead, Mayor.
Sharon, you know this in Atlanta. You got cops arresting little black boys at gas stations who are dancing with speakers. They're playing music and dancing beautifully. Choreographed dance, and they're arrested. Where's the mob? Where's the outrage over these women in these people's face? These guys are outside of the gas station dancing. These people are inside of somebody's restaurant. Where's the manager calling saying you need to leave? This is absolutely disruptive.
Manager only comes when Karen calls. They after the water boys too, the so-called water boys. You know, when it gets a certain temperature, they'll come out and give them $1 or something for a bottle of water. They went all the way to city council. They're on them. Okay, they're scary. They're coming up to my car and taking my daughter home, private school. Okay, so this was a huge, big deal. Okay, not the gangbanging, the water boys.